Revision 0 is an exotic pulse rifle added to Destiny 2 as part of Season of the Seraph. This one is one of the most exciting exotic weapons added to the game in a long time, given we can customise it to fit our playstyle. And with the introduction of Revision 0 into the game, we also see a return of exotic missions into the game. And today I'm going to check out Revision 0 plus the catalysts, and also how to get this new exotic pulse rifle in Destiny 2. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. And roughly 98% of viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, before we get into the guide today, let me know in the comments what you think of Revision 0. Let me know what catalyst you are going to use, plus what did you think of that exotic mission? Well, we first saw Revision 0 in the trailer for Season of the Seraph. It definitely sparked a lot of excitement in the community. It looks like we're going to have a couple of firing modes on this exotic, plus we've got a number of catalysts for the weapon, which is a first. It's going to allow us to customise Revision 0 to the way we want to play. Therefore, it is highly likely you want to get your hands on this exotic weapon ASAP. Well, good news, we're going to dive into that crucial information now, so how to get Revision 0. So the exotic mission was released today, and that is the 20th of December 2022, and that exotic mission is called the Hidden Shape. That unlocks the pattern for this new exotic weapon. This is a seasonal exotic weapon, meaning you'll need to own Season of the Seraph to access the exotic mission, and also Revision 0 itself. Well, to get access to the Hidden Shape quest, you need to complete the Week 3 story mission, and you'll start that by talking to Clovis Bray in the helm. Once you've finished up that mission, you'll talk to Elsie Bray at the Hollow Projector, and she'll give you that exotic quest, the Hidden Shape. So step 1, you want to complete the Operation Seraph Shield exotic mission. So once you've got access to the Hidden Shape quest, you'll be able to select this from the helm screen. It's over there on the right hand side, so you can solo this exotic mission if you want to, and it is relatively straightforward, but be aware there are some puzzle-like mechanics in there. Nothing too complicated though, and if you have run the Deepstone Crypt raid before, some of these mechanics are going to be very, very familiar. When you first boot up the mission, you have to make your way inside the complex, and you'll be interacting with various augments. The scanner augment allows you to hack terminals. This is the one you're going to be introduced to first. You want to kill the Fallen with the scanner augment, and then find the terminals to hack, and then you can proceed with the mission. Watch out for various hatches to go through in the mission. It won't always be obvious on which way to go, but look for the hatches and you'll find the terminals that you need to hack. When you're done using the augment, you have to interact with a bigger terminal to remove the augment, and this will unlock the way forward, and that is going to be a pattern throughout this exotic quest. Well, the first puzzle you come across is a selection of terminals. You've got 4 terminals in total, and you want to interact with the third one from the left. If you interact with any of the others, you're going to die instantly, and once you've interacted with the correct terminal, jump down and make your way through the now unlocked door. So once you've done this, make your way forward, and you're going to find a microwave room where if you step on the wrong panel on the floor, the defense mechanism will be triggered and you will be fried. And what you can do to find your path, you want to get that augment and then stand outside, look through the window, and you can see that path revealed to you on the floor. When you go in the room, that augment is going to be removed and you won't be able to see that path anymore, so try to memorize it before you go into the room. That is going to make your life much easier. So you've got 3 walls in the room with 3 terminals on each wall. You've got the left wall, the back wall, and the wall to the right. And you have to pick up the scanner augment to see your path on the floor. Remember your path, then into the room, making sure you don't step on the wrong part of the floor, otherwise it is instant death. Then you've got to interact with the correct panels on each wall, making sure to avoid the lasers, because those lasers are going to kill you as well. So on the wall to the right, as you enter the room, interact with the terminal on the left. On the wall to the left when you enter the room, interact with the one on the right. And then finally, on the back wall, when you enter the room, you want to interact with the one on the right. Then you can make your way forward through the door without getting fried. Well, next up, we've got to use the operator augments. This allows you to shoot various panels on the wall, and we're going to find a number of panels to unlock the path forward. Once again, find the Fallen with the operator augment, kill them, pick up the augment, and find the panels to shoot. These are located on the walls, so keep your eyes open and look on the walls. You're also going to need to look through various panels as well. And again, you want to look for gaps and shoot through them to find the panels. Here you have to acquire control room keys to get through security, so get the operator augment, find the panels, and kill the enemies to get the keys. Well, the next part of the mission is very cool. You have a big fight with a combination of Fallen and Hive. Once you've defeated the enemies, you hand yourself in and you get transported to a Fallen catch. Your weapons then return to you and you battle your way through the catch until you're outside in space. And then you have to make your way forward using the operator augment to shoot the panels to reveal the platforms to help you make your way forward. So once you're through the section, you have to use a combination of both augments together. Here, you have to use the operator augment to open the doors, and then the scanner augment to hack the terminals. Repeat this process a few times to unlock the way forward in the mission. Well, I've got one final augment to use, and this one is the suppressor augment. So what we need to do here is kill the Fallen to get the suppressor augment, and then stand under the Braytech orb and shoot the highlighted enemy. Once you've done this with each orb, a drone will appear, and you've got to destroy that with your weapons, and that's going to break the shield of the enemy, and then you can finish it off. And this is the central mechanic for the boss fight, and that is up next. So it's now time for the final boss fight against Praxis, a very familiar enemy. And similar to last encounter, we're going to need to find the Fallen with the suppressor augment, kill them, grab the augment, and then shoot at Praxis while under the orb. Repeat this 3 times with all the orbs to reveal 3 drones, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and 1 in the middle. Destroy them all to allow damage on the boss, and then simply repeat the process for a few damage phases, and that should be it. Well, I don't know about you, I thought that was an absolutely fantastic exotic mission. And let me know in the comments what you thought of it. So step 2, visit the Exo frame and investigate the encrypted message. So next up you want to go back to the helm and pick up a version of Revision 0 from Clovis Bray. And then you'll be directed to the Enclave on Mars to shape the weapon. Well, depending on whether or not you've completed the weapon shaping quests before, you're either going to be able to skip straight to leveling up the weapon, or you may have to do a few quest steps to unlock weapon shaping. So if you haven't shaped a weapon before, then you need to complete the Arrival mission on Savathun's Throne World, complete the Relic quest, complete Shaping Extraction, and finally complete Shaping Resonant Alloys. I would imagine though, most of you have completed this already, but if you haven't, you may need to complete these quest steps. Well, next up, you have to unlock the pattern. You can do this by simply using Revision 0, and to be honest, this is the fun part where you get to use the new exotic. So it's a pulse rifle that then turns into a sniper-like weapon with a 4-round precision burst fire when it's in the alternate firing mode. So I leveled up the weapon successfully doing 1 lost sector, so simply choose a lost sector, get in there and level up that weapon, and once you've done that, extract the pattern by interacting with the weapon itself. Well, step 3, you want to shape Revision 0. Next, make your way back to the Enclave on Mars and shape a new version of Revision 0. For the time being, the same perk options are only going to be available, but you're going to want to use the weapon to unlock new perks, and you do this simply by using the weapon and leveling it up. Finally, you want to commune with the Relic Conduit. Just go to the left a little bit, chat with the Relic, and then you are done. And congratulations, you now have your hands on the Revision 0 exotic pulse rifle, so it's time to take your new weapon into your favourite game mode and check it out. But next up, let's have a look at the weapon in a little bit more detail. So we've got a Revision 0, and it's got an exotic perk called Hunter's Trace. So Hunter's Trace said this weapon fires special shield-piercing ammunition, precision hits grant targeting data, and then you can swap to the alternate scope, loading high-damage rounds based on the amount of targeting data, and it's strong against barrier champions. Well, the weapon also has 2 origin traits. So we've got Hake Light Burst Fire, fires a stable burst of 4 lightweight rounds. And you've got Hake Heavy Burst Fire, fires a less stable burst of 2 high damage, high range rounds. Crucially, we also have 4 catalysts. So we've got Pressurized Refit, improves stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower. We've got 4 Timer Refit, rapidly landed precision hits will return 2 rounds to the magazine. You've got Frenzy Refit, so each rapid kill with a weapon progressively increases the reload speed for a short time. Then you've got Outlaw Refit, so precision kills greatly decrease reload time. So really loads of customizable options there. Really can't wait to get my hands on those catalysts. Well, given the combination of catalysts, this is going to be very useful in all game modes, so PvE, PvP, and also Gambit, if that is your thing. Now, personally, I'm looking forward to that 4-timer refit, where 2 rounds get returned to the magazine based on landed precision hits. Frenzy refit also looks really good. I could just see the clips in PvP with this thing. It's going to be an absolute beast. This also has another built-in benefit of being good against barrier champions, which is always useful on exotic weapons, taking on that capability. Well, let me know in the comments what you think of the Revision 0, and let me know what you thought of that exotic quest. Well, that is it for this guide for how to get the Revision 0 in Destiny 2. And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.